Minus 40% upkeep, plus 15% health regen. Now what? Come get some, bird folk. You ain't got nothing on us. Please search that ruin. Search the temple ruins revealed by the ray of dust with a strong infantry hero. I don't has a strong infantry hero, but y'all want to see something great? Look at this! Oh look, now we don't need a way to cross the water. Who would have thought? This why I love the Mykara. This why I love the Mykara. And even with that thing building right there, we still have a new population coming in exactly 2 turns. Let's get good. Welcome back to Endless Legend Symbiosis, the beta. I'm the gamer under development, or good for short, and we are diving right back in where we left off with the Mykara, which is dealing with our first Empire plan and our first fungal blooms. So now we have 2 fungal blooms up and running, and we are at our first Empire plan, and what we're gonna go for here is the plus to science and the plus to dust. We don't need the unit cost reduction, we don't build settlers, which is the primary thing that's useful for. The vision down here could be useful, but until we're trying to get across the water, it's not that vital. So we did manage to get all the things we wanted, along with some nice fungal growths, and if we check this now, we're actually 3 turns out from population growth. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move all these guys here. That'll put us at 2 turns from growth, and this will end the husbandry center in 1 turn. Still ending the husbandry center in 1 turn. Yep, there we go. That's what we want. We're gonna put those guys right there, which will cause the husbandry center to end next turn, and will also reduce the number of turns we need for food drastically, but we could do that. No. Okay. I wanted to see if that would knock public library down 1 turn. If it would have been worth it. Essentially, our goal with these guys is to try to use our population to get as much as we can in 1 turn so that we can sort of burst through pop growth in intervals and then do mass expansions to fungal blooms. That's what we really, really want to do with these guys. And so far, it's honestly going quite well. We didn't get a great starting region, to be honest, but that's okay. Oh, we're in winter. Winter comes, y'all. Winter comes. Okay, so the husbandry center is up, though, which means we have tons of food coming in, so we're kind of okay on that. -1 on food, not super worried about it. The minus to movement is actually the thing that's gonna hurt us the most about winter. Yeah, see, we're perfectly well off. We do have a glass steel generator that is bringing in glass steel, or should be. It's a glass steel generator, isn't it? Yes, it is. Why we no making glass steel, game? Why we not? Yeah, I should be getting +1 glass steel from that, but I don't appear to be. That could potentially be it. Weird, though, that I'm not seeing it at all. I should still be getting some glass steel from that, but okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see if we have some glass steel next turn, because we may have just gotten like 0.8 glass steel from that. That can happen. Let's zoom out on our map a little bit, and I'm going to turn off the Fidzy display, because we don't really need that now. We have 2 pearls over here by our starting area. And I think what we're gonna do is we're going to check out the teleport mechanic to send these guys back and go get those pearls. So the way this works is we choose fast travel here, and we go back to a city or another location we can land at, and it takes all of our movement for that turn. Which is unfortunate, but now we can go after these pearls. Let's see how our food is right now. We're still gonna gain a pop in 2 turns right now, which is plenty. Oh, my mistake, we're gonna gain a pop in 1 turn. We could rush through public library, but there's no point. We do have stuff in queue after it though, so that's good. Just want to make sure we're not wasting queue. Everybody move. If you're not moving, show me where you are. Okay, so you have orders. And you have orders. Don't know why it's confused right there, but okay. That's fine. We only have 2 armies, so if both of those armies have orders, then there's really nothing to be confused about. It's interesting to me that it shows you specifically how much food your city is currently producing right now. Like, hey, did you know? Okay, so now we have a public library. We're working on our Empire Mint, and we technically have enough population for yet another Burrow Street if we wanted it, but I'm gonna put the public library in queue above the Burrow Street. We're currently at 2 turns for another pop. It's gonna stay at 2 turns no matter what we do. So what we're gonna do is try to get There we go. That's the minimum we can do to get 2 turns. And then the minimum we can do to get 1 turn there. And then does that actually affect the Empire Mint or no? It does not. So instead, we'll go ahead and take that loose pop and put him in dust so that our dust generation is positive instead of negative next turn. It's really just about utilizing that pop swap. Okay, get that, please. Also, please get that. And then, would you mind keeping your eyes very much open for more pearls? We need all the pearls. These delvers right here are kind of an issue. Like, we don't want them getting too close to our city and actually causing us headaches. So we'll keep an eye on them. But as long as they don't attack anyone, we're kind of like, meh, we don't care. We don't have no beef with nobody unless they make beef with us, basically. We are expanding quite nicely, though. Yeah. I shouldn't have settled here. I should have moved in and settled here. When you settle with these guys, this is actually something I should have thought of earlier, but I didn't, so now I'm going to tell you guys right now. When you settle with this faction, do it somewhere where you have at least 3 other regions surrounding you. Because part of the way that the Urkan mechanic works is that the Urkans can basically settle down in a region, and that region basically becomes your region. And it provides bonuses to all neighboring regions. So that's actually not terrible for what I'm doing here. But still, you would rather have all of them neighboring your main city. And we can't do that here. We can only have 2 of them neighbor our main city, which is kind of annoying. So we could go manual here, and it would increase our chances. I'm going to go with that. Just because I don't really want to lose units here over something silly. I'm going to put you guys back here, and you're going to be defensive units, and you're going to be right down there, and I want you all up in their face. Yup, get in everybody's face, and you, sir, are going to stay here and attack. Uh-oh, that's not what we wanted. Ooh, that's really not what we wanted. Really, really not what we wanted. Well, they went first anyway, so we never really had a chance in that regard. This was supposed to be an even fight. This doesn't look even. Come on, hero guy. We counting on you to wreck face. Actually, we counting on you to run. Run as far and as fast as you can. Nice defense there, and a strong hit back. Our hero could theoretically do this. Nope, he dead. Darn. So that was not something we wanted to happen, especially this early on. However, if we're fortunate, we may be able to just, yeah, we'll just restore him with dust. And now's as good a time as any to just assign him as the hero here. Oh, and we can build the Altar of Auriga now. Limited 1 copy, unlocks functionalities of the Altar of Auriga, plus 5 per level, yada yada yada. So we want it in a place where we'll be able to level it. But not on an anomaly. So we'll go right there. Because we can level it right there, and it will not be on an anomaly. And you guys are working on finding us some more pearls. Those pearls are a very, very useful resource for us. There are many great things to be done with pearls for everybody, but we have some very fun ways to use them ourselves. Let's see. We will have a new pop in 1 turn. Will that change if I shift people? It will, but only if I shift 2, which means I can take everybody else out of there and put them on science and finish the Empire Mint in a turn. And then I can skin some of those guys off to go to production, which won't make any impact. Oh, it will. It will. One of those will get us there next turn, and yeah, we're going to leave that on Empire Mint in 1 turn. So by doing this, we're rushing through our science very, very quickly. Which, combined with our population growth being very, very quick because we build a lot of food, it means that we are just building everything very, very quickly in general. Still surprised about this glass steel. It's just slowly filtering in at 0.8 units per turn, which is not at all helpful. So let's go in here and I'm gonna build 3 Ipetanes, and I might move them up in the queue. How much are they dust-wise? They're 256. So let's extend our queue for a second. Let's move the Empire Mint to the top, and we'll put the Ipatanes behind them. Yeah, that's what we want right there. We do basically need an army to be exploring and get things done, and right now, with everybody being kind of dead, it's not working so well. So what we're going to do is we're going to get another army up and running, and then we will go and start to kill these minor factions, because as we can see, the Dredgers have already begun to make our lives a problem. In like the most obnoxious way possible. So let's see how many turns we have till growth. We have 1 turn until growth. And we're going to move everybody we can into production this turn so that we can start producing units exceptionally fast. There we go. That's a lot better. And that looks like we can search it, but we can't. Let's go down here. There are the Nidya. Nice little minor faction to find. Man, I can't believe how badly that group got wrecked. Normally I make that guy... Oh, I didn't gear up the hero this time, I think. That's probably what got me. When you don't gear the hero, you get wrecked. Let's go to our research real quick. We do need 1 more, it looks like, to open the next tier. So we could go here for Language Square, but that really doesn't benefit us much. This, on the other hand, will. So we'll probably go for that. Mercenary Market could also benefit us. If this allows the purchase of heroes, we'll go for this one. It does. Okay, so we're going to get that. We can come back for the influence one if we need it. Yeah, you guys can just run past them. You don't want to fight the Nidya. We got no problem with you, Nidya. You just stay away from us and everything will be cool. Oh, gosh. And we're producing units soon, which is good because we're on a dust eclipse, which means we can get all those things. Also, we have 72 dust, so that is something we want. Now, if we click here, you can see our dust buyout is 15. We'll go ahead and get that. So now we have an emerald extractor for next turn, and that actually completed our faction quest. Today, I awoke and discovered the horrifying truth. I am Mykara, and the Mykara is me. We are one, a symbiosis of flesh and filaments. Oh, I don't think I read the last one. Memories and myths, in the cold light of day, I can now clearly remember how I survived. The Mykara had fascinated me for a long time when I led those who would join me away from the home vaults. It was an ancient fungal species, mycelial tendrils and mushroom fruit, no sign of what it would one day become. Growing largely in the subterranean realm, it was unseen by most and overlooked by the rest. But I saw its potential, sinewy, resilient, vigorous. I knew it could transform a vaulter settlement, and it did. Crops, waste, defense, it was a wonder material. It even began to shed light on the legendary Urkan beasts, who reputedly emerged from the Oregon crust every few centuries before slipping back into folkloric tales. Sadly, one of those same beasts came under the spell of our ancient enemy, the mages, who used it to find and then destroy us. And my kinsman died in my arms as I basked in my feelings of vengeance. A desperate idea came to me. The Mykara had fought me to this juncture, and the Mykara had brought me to this juncture, and the Mykara would grant me my revenge. After all, in my heart, I'd always been convinced it was much more than a mere mindless organism. I scrambled deeper and deeper into the earth, far into the inky darkness of the thickest mycelial forest, where thick tendrils Vade with web-like skeins, unable to move any further. I lay on a bed of filaments and curled myself into a ball. It swiftly ensnared me, a cocoon of protection wrapped around a heart of malice. Now we are one. It acts as I act, we act. Sometimes it almost feels like I'm doing things against my will. It is terrifying, but I will grow used to it, even perhaps enjoy it. Besides, I have real power now, and the first task is to learn if I wasn't the only survivor. Oh, we did get 15 glass steel from that. That's huge, because that means we might have enough for this. Game, where's my 15 glass steel? Oh no, we'll get 15 glass steel for having overgrown villages. Okay, that was my fault. My bad, guys. Let's spend some more dust to get that emerald extractor, and some more dust to get that emerald extractor. So dust eclipses are the times when we buy all the things out. We'll also use that to get this one, because it's right on the border of 3. Oh, we can't. It costs 32. Okay, so we'll cancel that. That's fine. And let's go look at where this is on growth. Move them into production to make everything take 1 turn. Look at how big our pop is already. 6 populations, pretty nice for our city already. And then we're gonna go ahead and, since we're putting everybody out of production and out of food production, and we have 3 turns till growth anyway, we could do a big burst here. Especially since we'll be able to buy some out next turn. Oh, even better, guys. This is the real deal play right here. Watch this. This is the way we do with the Mykara. I forgot about this. We gon' end this turn, and suddenly everywhere will be Mykara. No, run away. You're not gonna win that fight, friend. Run. Run like your life depends on it. 'Cause it sadly do. Go, 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 go. Oh, he can get that pearl maybe, though. Go get that pearl for me, buddy. New Empire plan will be unlocked in 3 turns. Awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to put everybody into Empire influence generation. And let's go check our Empire plans and see where we're at. We're not quite in Era 2, but we will be by the time we get there. So yeah, we want everybody in influence right now. However, we did get 90 dust last turn, so what we're going to do is we're going to go, hey, look, how cool would it be if we just suddenly owned that? Thing, please. Oh, look, that's ours now. So is this. What else do we want to buy out this turn since we can? Do we have any teleporters near home? Not really. Yeah, we don't, but we can always teleport straight home, so it doesn't make sense to have teleporters near home. And there's not really any benefit to having these other ones, so we'll just buy whichever ones we can. Which is none right now. Apparently we don't have enough money to buy any more. That's fine, we'll take the ones we have. So we now have 9 of those, which means every turn 18% of our unit's health regen. So we look at this guy, he's at 28 health. Let's see what health he's at next turn. Come on. Come on, you can do it. 31 health. So he only gained 3 health right there, which isn't a huge amount, but it's something. And our research queue is empty, which was a mistake on my part, and here they come to kill our guy. He somehow survives, though, largely due to that regeneration. What is this? Minus 40% upkeep, plus 15% health regen. Now what? Come get some, bird folk. You ain't got nothing on us. Please search that ruin. Search the temple ruins revealed by the ray of dust with a strong infantry hero. I don't has a strong infantry hero, but y'all want to see something great? Look at this. Oh look, now we don't need a way to cross the water. Who would have thought? This is why I love the Mykara. This is why I love the Mykara. And even with that thing building right there, we still have a new population coming in exactly 2 turns. And we're going to go ahead and do that. So now we have more titanium coming in. The Mykara are incredible. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we do have one ready to go. And we could insta-teleport him down to here or here where he could search. But instead, I think we'll just take him to one of these neighboring ruins and let him search there. What we got here? The 37. I don't even know what that is or if we can use it, but it's funny that it's called the 37. It is a crossbow that we will not be using likely because we don't have anybody that can use it. Oh, heroes. Heroes are a thing now. We can buy the heroes and we want our hero. We want our specialized heroes. This guy is a great hero for us to have right here. He is 314 dust, which we don't have. We can potentially generate 100 dust a turn, though, so we could get there relatively quickly. But at this point, it is much more important that we do that, and we also need new research. So now that we're in Tier 2, the first thing we probably want to pick up is our tank guy here. Then we'll grab some more food. This is going to be luxury resources, so we'll take that for sure. Or will we? We go here first. Plus 5 per person on city, plus 1 on terrain with industry during summer. We'll get that for the additional industry. And then we'll get the food, and then we'll get that for the happiness and the food and the dust. And we'll go from there. We don't have to plan super far ahead with these guys. We have the advantage of wonderful little happenstance things like this. that just set us up to be able to jump to entirely different regions. Like, how cool is that? Quest rewards have never been so rewarding, let's put it that way. And you guys will be able to get that pearl for me next turn, which is great, because we want all the pearls. Pearls will allow us to unlock and use the Altar of Anomalies, or whatever it's called, and that's a very useful thing. No! No! Why you fight me? He dead. He dead, y'all. Sad times, he dead. So now the Museum of Auriga is an option as well, but we kind of want the... Well, I guess we'll get the museum. If we can get it before they get it, we'll get it. And we will put it right... What do you do, museum? Only built once, you're entirely based on approval, and you generate happiness based on your level, so we should probably put you right here. And we will go ahead and add an Ipotane to the queue, but I think what we might do, one turn away from our Empire plan, what can we get to reasonably? We have 50 influence, we will have another 16, which means not a lot. We can basically keep what we have and potentially add in some vision, which isn't horrible, but it's not great either. Ideally, I would probably go like that. Yeah, that's probably a better plan. I'm gonna go that way. Which means that we theoretically don't need any more influence, so I'm gonna switch everybody back over to production. And I might move the Museum of Auriga up in the queue. That'll be done in 4 turns, otherwise it'll be 7. I'll move it up in the queue. The Altar of Auriga is not unique, so it can stay in the back, but I want the unique one is ours. Okay. So we don't have the ruins to explore anymore unless it actually kept those other ruins refreshed, which it appears to not have done. So we'll just keep this guy here for a second while we wait for the rest of his comrades to come out, and then we'll make an army and begin to dominate all the minor factions on our continent here. However, what we could do in the meantime, if we really wanted, is we could send him over here to explore, but that's only once that finishes. So I guess not. We'll just leave him here. Man, talk about getting wrecked up bad. These enemies just killing all my peoples. Just killing all my peoples. Population has grown to 7, which is always good. Lots of production coming in, people nice and happy, and we do have our Empire plan this turn, so what we're gonna do is this. Minus 33% building production cost. That should drastically increase the speed to get some of this stuff done, which will help us quite a bit. I'm gonna get another Ipotane out next turn. We do also want dust though, so the lowest we can get is to 3 turns. That's fine, but let's do the least we can do to get there. There we go. And we'll have the rest generating us some extra dust. That'll help us buy our next combat hero, because we do need that. The combat hero is literally the missing component right now. And we need it kind of bad. I'm actually worried we're gonna lose the one that I want before we can buy it. He is not exclusive. That one's exclusive though, and initiative's not a terrible one to have. So, I mean, worst case scenario, we end up with that guy. Best case scenario, we get that guy. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. +4 on terrains without anomaly. Awesome. That'll actually help us because we have quite a few terrains that are basically just food. Yes, make another guy here, please. Oh, you can't because there's another guy here. So we'll put him back in there, then we'll get both of them. And why can we not make a new army? Okay, interesting. Fine. We're gonna take this guy and we'll just do nothing with him because we can't shoot him through there, so we'll move him over and we'll see why we can't make that guy into an army. Hello? Why you no be army? Not enough movement points to transfer the selected unit. That's strange, but okay. I wonder if that's the army we just put in. That makes sense. So he burned all his movement, garrisoning, essentially. That's okay. So we'll just wait, and we'll end the turn. Woot! Now, it's really interesting because of the way that... No, wait, we got it, we got it. Nice. We got it. You know we got it. Fungal Bloom is completed, so now we have that Mykaran temple that we wanted that is for exploration. Ooh, let's go ahead and look at this guy. So he is our governor, and right now he's gonna do minus 50% food. While he's at it though, it occurs to me that we are actually sorely lacking in some older technologies that we kinda need, like that one. And that one potentially. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to put those into queue, but they'll be further back in the queue, which is totally fine. Totally fine. This is actually a really good option too, because the camouflage accessory would make it easier for our guys to sort of explore around. So maybe we'll get that as well, but I want to get the things that I have up here first. And actually, now that I think about it, we can not get that one, and instead we can get that one, because that's way better. Yeah. Ends the turn, please. And next turn, I'm gonna put these guys into one army and start moving them around to gather pearls until the winter ends. New army. You can join new army. Be the first to pacify 8 villages. We did not get that, but we should have. See, if there's one thing I will say about this faction that's interesting, it's the push-pull between what to do with your first hero. Because it's always like a thing of like, okay, do I like... You know, do I go for my first hero full force as a combat guy, or do I make him a governor? And usually, like, if I make him a combat guy, I feel like I should have made him a governor. And if I make him a governor, I feel like I should have made him a combat guy, and it just feels like there's no win. So that is definitely an issue that I deal with a lot with this faction in particular. We do have tier 2 tech now, and we also have access to our tree guys. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna build out our first tree guy. We gonna call him Mr. Tank. And what we're gonna build him out to do is sweep strike back or stun. Either one is acceptable, but I think sweep strike back is actually better for our purposes. And then we're gonna get all of his gear and of course give him movement. That's what we really want. That's not movement. This is movement. Okay, so all basic white gear, we can call him Tank, and then we're gonna make a new version of our casters, and we're gonna call them Spank, because that's what they do. They gonna spank the enemies. And we're gonna give them also improved movement, just because that'll help us get around the map. We're gonna call them Spank. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hopefully upgrade our units. Yeah, we can't. That's okay. We'll just use them in the design they're in for right now, and what we'll do is we'll add to the end of the queue some tank and spank peoples to get them out there. Ending the turn. And we are really, really tight on glass steel. I wish we had more, because that's the main thing keeping us from getting anywhere near that industrial megapole that we really want. I'm gonna bring these guys back to town here, because next turn he's gonna finish. We'll pop him out and make him part of this unit, and then we're just gonna teleport them off to somewhere, because we've got to get more glass steel. I'll send him over here. I'll send him down here. I don't care at this point. I just need more glass steel, or we're never gonna get anywhere. Nope, we're not gonna waste dust on the burrow streets, because we're saving for a hero. I need a hero to save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. Ugh, sorry guys. It's getting late here, just stretching a little bit to wake myself up. Alright, so what are we gonna do next? We're gonna have this guy pop out. We're gonna see what that event is. The fortress is composed of one citadel surrounded by one or several facilities. So that's the ocean stuff. We could work with that right now. We could really get into that stuff, but I'm gonna tell you we're not gonna, and there's a reason. That is not what we focus on. We have ways to ignore that part of the game. Oh man. Okay. Army initiative boost, army defense boost, that's actually really good for us, and infantry slayer, industry efficiency, science boost, sad times. Okay, so what we're probably going to end up doing is going for this guy because he has the army defense boost, and these units actually lack in defense a little bit. And that's a good plan, I think. So can we afford him right now, or is he a little out of our price range? He's slightly out of our price range. However, one of the things we may be able to do is sell some things, but I think not. Yeah, I think we're not going to be able to do that, which is okay. That's fine. I'm still going to go ahead and take them and teleport them across to that other place. Once again, showing off our glorious force projection right there, and we now have access to this other part of the world. And look, there's another... Oh, I thought that was a little island. I was like, look, there's a little island we can even jump onto. But anyways, guys, that's the power of the Mykara in their own sense, is that they can just do that. They don't actually have to get the water crossing technologies, and they don't have to busy themselves with even trying to control the water. Why would you when you don't need it at all? You can just do what you want. And here we have the quest where we need a hero to search it, so we'll do that next turn. But unfortunately, guys, we have run out of time. That'll be it for this second episode of Endless Legend Symbiosis. I hope that you all had a good time. If you enjoyed it, give me a like down there, and if you want to have more, come to your notifications, click subscribe, click the little notification bell thing. If you have questions about the new content, or if I didn't cover something clearly enough, feel free to leave that in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you all for watching and joining me as we explore Amplitude's awesome new content that is coming out, and I will see you next time. Peace!